It's his third visit to Somalia since 2012. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan received a presidential welcome, defying a recent terrorist attack in the capital that killed 16 people, including 2 lawmakers. Alongside the Somali president, Erdogan officially opened the Turkish embassy, considered the biggest Turkish diplomatic post in the world.
The Turkish embassy here in Somalia to us is not just a building, but a lasting relationship between our two countries now and in the future. It is a dawn of a new era for us here in Somalia.
Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan first came to Somalia in 2012 to show solidarity with Somalia at a time thousands died from famine. Since then, Turkey is leading the recovery efforts. It's rebuilding the city's main roads and has upgraded the country's main transit hubs to international standards. It has also built a modern hospital in Mogadishu, ranked among the best in Africa.
Today I stand here a happy person, noticing the great strides Somalia has made since 2011. This embassy here is the biggest Turkish diplomatic mission in the world. This is a clear sign of our commitment here in Somalia.
This success wasn't an easy one to achieve. Turkey has paid the ultimate sacrifice. It has lost several of its nationals here in Mogadishu. The militant group Al-Shabab has also attacked the Turkish embassy. It views Turkey's involvement in Somalia as a major threat to its activities. But Turkey has over the years defied the odds. Its national carrier, Turkish Airlines, makes daily flights to the nation's capital, Mogadishu. President Erdogan says that the new embassy located next to the famous Lido beach in Mogadishu is just but a sign that Turkey is in Somalia for the long run. Abdulaziz, Billow, CCTV, Mogadishu, Somalia.
Well, let's get some analysis and insights on Turkey's interest and investments in Somalia. Let's talk to Mogadishu-based communication strategist Sagal Bihi. She's now joining me from the Somali capital, Mogadishu. Sagal, thank you very much for joining us on Africa Live. Now, why is it, though, that Turkey has interest now in Somalia when other countries, especially Western nations, are turning away from Somalia?
Actually, Somalia is not the only country in the continent that Turks now are, aggressively stepping in. However, the timing that Turks came into Somalia was extraordinary. That's what made this look like very unique and special, which it is. But I think from last few years, Turks went from less than 9 embassies in the continent to 34 or 35 embassies, and Turkish, Airways now goes, the same number of capital cities in Africa. So it's not, special to Somalia. It's to the whole continent. But as you know, when Turks started appeared in Somalia, was in a very critical situation in the country, and the way they came and the commotion that followed and the PR and was something that really was spectacular and sounded very loud. That's what made it appear, and it was packaged in a very different way.
Well, Sagal, and it's that PR, though, that I want to talk about right now, because Turkey is now Somalia's biggest development partner. In terms of the gains for the Somali people, what is it Somalia itself is gaining from its partnership with Turkey?
Somalia is gaining from any partnership with any international partner, but if we talk about the Turkish partnership, as I said before, when Turkey came to Somalia, it was 2011, when the famine was at its peak, when Al-Shabaab still held a lot of places, including the outskirts of the capital city. There was a less than few embassies, which all were African embassies in Somalia. We did not have any international presence here. When Turkish Airways started its 4 times a week flight in Somalia, we only had a few commercial flights that really we're not doing that, we're not fulfilling the need of the Somali people. And that gave Somalia, very, it draw attention, international attention to Somalia, and that's one side. If we look on the other side, is Turkish projects really deal with the daily basis of the Somali people, whether it's economic infrastructure, whether it's budget support to the government, building hospitals, schools, roads, and on top of that, they educate a lot of Somali students, who some of them they sent outside the country in Turkey, and a good number of schools are inside the country from Hargeisa to Mogadishu. So yes, that's what Somali people benefit and gain from the Turkish partnership. But also there is a lot of other international partners who deal with the different sectors. But what makes the Turkish one unique is because they are here. Their embassies in the center of the city. The Mogadishu embassy, the embassy they have in Somalia is the biggest in the world. They like where we don't see that much foreigners walking in the city and sitting with us in the coffee shops and swimming in Lido Beach. So when you see someone, and you definitely know it's Turks. So that's what makes this relationship very unique.
Right, Sagal Bihi, she's a communication strategist joining us there from the Somali capital, Mogadishu. Thank you.